It's time for virtual camp from Town Hall, and it is our second week of August. Today we're doing some more beach-themed crafts or artwork, whatever you want to think of it as. So if you received a kit from us here at Town Hall, you are going to find some paint, you're going to find a piece of cloth, canvas cloth, and you're going to find a canvas with a sailboat on it. So, can you guess what we're making? Okay, this should be easy, people. Sailboat, right? Oh, and you're also gonna have a dolphin. So the dolphin is what we will be painting on here. So, this is the tricky part. If you ever painted and you put paint on a paper plate, you usually probably pour out more paint than you need, right? So then what happens? You have to throw it away. So it's very, very hard to guess how much paint is gonna be enough paint for you. And then if you have like a brother or sister, for me to try to guess, how much paint do I need to give all of them? So I hope that I gave everyone enough paint. If I didn't, I apologize. Hopefully you'll have some paint at your house, or you're gonna have to like, I don't even know what, just put some water in it to make it go further, okay? Now, obviously this is your artwork, so you're allowed to do what? Make it your own, right? What we're gonna be trying to do is like the sun setting. So when you look outside and the sun is setting, or even when the sun is rising, sometimes there are different shades of pink and orange and yellow in the sky. So that's kind of how we're gonna make the background for our dolphin picture. And then dolphins swim in what? The ocean. So that's hence what the blue is for. So basically the top half is gonna be sunset, bottom half is gonna be ocean, and then you're going to be able to either draw your own dolphin, or you can trace it on with this. You maybe might wanna use a marker or just hold it down flat as you do an outline with paint, okay? All right, so the colors that I provided you, again, it's up to you. You don't have to use everything that I gave you. You can mix your colors to make different shades, but just remember, if you're sharing with brother, sister, cousin, neighbor, best friend, make sure you guys don't argue, right? You wanna make sure everyone has enough paint of their own. All right, so you ready? Okay, make sure that you have something to cover your table so you're not getting paint all over yourself, right? You might wanna have clothes that can get messy, or you might wanna have an apron. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint. And the cool thing is, the reason why we're using this cloth is because, have you ever painted on anything like this? Probably not. So it's always cool to get a chance to paint on different materials just to see how the paint absorbs and to see how it turns out. Now, these pieces, I did not cut these, but all of these are not in a perfect shape. But you can still hang these up. Like, you could even put it in a frame if you want, okay? So I know some of the edges, it might have like some string kind of hanging off, and that's fine. Just makes it unique, right? All right, so I'm painting the blue for my ocean. Like I said, I hope I gave you guys enough paint. It's very hard to figure out how much to give. So paint all the way across. And you can do just like a straight line across, or if you kind of want to make it squiggly so it looks like maybe a wave is coming, it's up to you. Now, I wonder if you have ever seen a dolphin in real life, like at the ocean. Don't always see them, but sometimes, depending on which ocean you're looking at, you can see them, and some people get to go on like really fun vacations. And I know they do things where you're allowed to like swim with the dolphins, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so I have blue up there. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it though. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start with my sky. I'm gonna put some orange on here. Okay, now obviously you can see what I'm doing, right? I'm just pouring this right on my cloth. You can do what? You can paint right out of the cup I gave you. You guys can pour it onto a plate. Do your choice. Now, see what I'm doing? you might want to try this. So I poured my orange and my yellow at the same time, and taking my paintbrush is kind of making it blend in, which is going to kind of help with the sky to look like the sun is setting, right? I think I need a little bit more yellow. And you know what? I don't think I gave you guys pink. Sorry. I'm going to put a little bit of pink in here. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. I know. If we were all together at town hall, what would happen? You'd be like, Miss Kristen, can I have some of this? And I would be like, sure. And I would bring it to you. So I'm sorry, because I really don't think I gave or pink to anyone. Oh, I got blue mixed in it. I'm gonna hold this up so you can see. Hopefully you can tell on camera. So see how it's kind of giving us a blended effect there of the orange and the yellow together? And the pink, even though you didn't get pink. What do you guys think? Not too bad, right? Now look on the back. Can you see some of the paint coming through? I mean, it's not coming through on my table, but that's just a good example as to why you want to have something underneath you, right, when you paint. Okay, so I'm gonna fast forward in pretend mode, because what you're gonna wanna do is wait for that to dry before you do your dolphin. Now, fast forward, okay, and I put a sun, and then I put a little bit of yellow in the water to make it look like the sun reflection, right? The sun is setting, and so now we've got like the sun reflection that's just mirroring off the ocean. Now, next thing I'm gonna do is take the dolphin, and I'm going to put it, it's gonna look like it's jumping over the sun, but that really can't happen, right? But that's what I'm going to do. And I need to have, and I just sat this right in the wet paint. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some blue. Now, like I said, you can blend your colors. I know you're probably thinking, oh, aren't dolphins gray? Okay, yes, they kind of are gray. I, however, do not have gray available at Town Hall. I had more of like a silver. So we are going to pretend that this dolphin is blue because of the sunset reflecting off of its skin, okay? All right, so I'm gonna get a thin paintbrush. I should have brought a marker. I have no marker with me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trace this dolphin. Try to, okay? Try this at home if you're brave like me. Now, like I said, if you want to use different colors, like if you're at home and you have your own paints and your favorite colors are purple and orange, you can use purple and orange. I provided colors to hopefully try to make all of our artwork look the same, but that's why art is cool, because you have the option to design it whatever you think is best. Okay, is everyone doing okay? You're probably still painting the first part, right? And I've skipped ahead on you, I'm sorry. But like I said, I don't really like to have to make you sit and wait on me. And I'm sure you can figure this out on your own, right? I trust you. Hopefully you trust me. I wish I could be a little bit neater when I paint though. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, I'm almost, because I'm trying to put more of the paint on my dolphin template that I'm using. Because I'm trying to make it kind of even, like straight lines and stuff. Oh my goodness, this is tough work, guys. I'm going to pick it up. Okay. Here we go. There's my dolphin outlined on my canvas. All right, so now you just basically have to color it in, okay? So I am mixing some blue And guess what I'm just realizing? I did not give you any white. Sorry. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna try to keep the outline of the darker shade of blue on there. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and paint. So sometimes, like if you've seen a dolphin, the top part of their body is like a darker gray than the bottom half. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to be consistent with that when I paint. Now, again, we're not getting graded on this, so it's up to you how you do it. And I mean, if you want to put a face on your dolphin, you can do that. If you want your dolphin to be chewing gum, you could do that. I mean, I doubt dolphins really chew gum, but they might. And I think dolphins are really playful. So you could probably what? You could probably paint a beach ball on the tip of its nose, right? Okay, so if you're peeking at me, I have another shade of blue that I didn't give to you, but if you ordered another kit from me for another project that we'll be doing in the future, sometimes I try to give you your projects in advance. So if you were to do a sneak peek, you may have some other blues. And actually, maybe that's not true. Maybe I did give you blue. Okay, let's rewind the tape, pretend, okay? And I'm gonna restate what I just said. Oh, if you look in your kit, you will have this shade of blue because I forgot we're painting a sailboat. Sorry, I was up early today, guys. I'm kind of sleepy. Sleepy. Okay, so all I'm doing is painting. Painting in my dolphin, trying to give it like some different shades of blue. You don't have to do that. That is how I am doing it. If you want me to see how you are doing it, please feel free to email some pictures to us here, and we will be sure to get them on our Facebook page for Town Hall. It'll almost be like you're famous. It'll be like your own art show, right? On the Groveport Town Hall Facebook page. And then some famous person would be like, oh my gosh, who did that painting? And then they'll have to call and we'll have to say, oh, and I'll say it was mine. Just kidding. If it was yours, I would tell them it was yours. Okay, I'm almost finished with mine, and I know that you are still trying to catch up, but it's hard. I try to talk to you because I don't want you to be bored, because I'm sure you're just sitting there like this, waiting to hear all the wonderful things I have to say. But I find that when I'm painting, I don't talk because like I'm trying to concentrate, and then it's just like this. Super quiet. It's kind of boring, right? So if I don't talk, I'm afraid you're gonna fall asleep, your head's gonna fall face first into the wet paint, and that would be very messy, right? All right, kiddos. I am almost finished with my masterpiece. I might try to sell this, I just don't know. I'm sure many people will want this to hang at their beach house. The light in here is hard for me to see. It's like a glare. Okay, I am ready to show you. Voila! Okay, there we go. Painting number 1. Very cool, right? I like the way I did this sky better though, I'm not gonna lie. So the blending of the 2 paints, I liked better. So you'll have to try, decide what you like better. Okay, so fast forward, that part is finished. Now I'm going to move on to the canvas, an actual canvas. So this canvas, in case you were ever wondering, this size is a 5x7, okay? Now, I gave you 2 blues, but you're gonna have paint left over probably from your dolphin painting. So if you wanna do some different colors or whatever, it's up to you. So just, we're gonna go ahead and paint. And everyone's is gonna look different, but we're all gonna have a sailboat, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start painting. And if you want to just paint the sailboat only, you can do that. But if you want to add like water, or if you want to do a sun or the sky, or if you want to do my mom's #1 and write that on here, you could do that. As long as you paint the sailboat, I'm totally fine. Because, you know, I drew these, traced them, drew these on each canvas for each of you. So I hope that you at least do that part of this art project. But then I'm just gonna say it's up to you. Your choice. If you wanna put anything else on the canvas, if you just wanna leave the rest of it white, that's entirely up to you. So I'm just painting the bottom of the boat. So that is the part that you would sit in. And I'm sure there's like an actual name for it, but I don't really know. So we're just gonna say the boat. There are some other terms like starboard, port, and I don't remember which is left and which is right. Bow, the bow of the boat, I think might be the front, but I can't remember that either. My uncle would be mad because he used to take me sailing all the time when I was a kid. So I did learn that stuff, but just know that I do know a few things. I just can't remember what they mean, and that's fine, right? It's a lot of stuff to remember. You gotta remember math facts, right? You gotta remember your favorite color. So when people say, hey, what's your favorite color? You can tell them. I think you guys all know my favorite color. So, and I'm just going real slow when I get to the pencil mark. So it's kind of just like a coloring book, right? You want to have a nice, neat picture. You got to stay in the lines when you color, right? It's a little bit more tricky when you have a paintbrush, because those bristles, just as soon as you touch that paintbrush down, they just want to go like and do the splits on your canvas, right? So I have to be really slow, like a surgeon, all right? So this might not be perfectly straight, but I don't think you'll be able to tell when I pick it up and show it to you, unless you have super, super awesome eyes. I think you'll just be like, oh, that's pretty straight. Okay, I'm getting there slowly but surely. So, like I said, all these fun projects that we've been doing, you should have a nice little art display going on at your house. You know, what I did at Town Hall. When we're allowed to open, you'll have to come in and see, but there is, like when you walk into the front part of Town Hall, there's a glass case in the corner, and it has like 3 or 4 shelves to it. So guess what I did? I said, you know, I spent a lot of time on all these little art projects. I'm gonna have my own art show. So I put them on display. But the sad part is, nobody knows about it except you guys, because we're closed. But trust me when I say that they are all on display for all my invisible friends to see. I did take a picture and made my kids look at it, and they were like, that's great, Mom, good job. But whatever. All right, I'm moving on to, I got paint on my hand and now it's on there. I'm moving on to the larger sail. I'm making the wrong color now. See my fancy way of dumping out my paint? I take the pump off. I had like a periwinkle shade and now I messed it up. I didn't blend it all together. Oh well, live and learn. Got a little bit of purple in here, it seems to. All right, I'm gonna try to go real slow along the line there. Now, when you do your sail, you don't have to make it a solid color. You can do what? You could put stripes, you could put polka dots, you could put initials for your name, you could put a K for my name, you could name your boat, you could write SS, what? SS boat or SS bike or SS faith. I mean, whatever, right? Because you know how sometimes when you're driving in the car with your parents and then a car pulls up next to you and they have a license plate that actually says a word? So see, people do that for their boats. They name their boats. So you can name your boat if you want to. You guys still awake? Okay, I think I'm gonna finish this sail and show you how it looks. And then my finished product, I will take a picture before we post this video so you can see, because I don't really want to make you watch me painting for like 27 minutes, right? We're at 21 minutes right now. 21 minutes is a long time to listen to silence. Or can you hear that motorcycle? Is it loud enough for you to hear? Someone's out riding their motorcycle while I'm trying to paint. Such a distraction. Kidding. Okay. Here's this side of my sailboat. Okay, so this week we did virtual camp, more beach themed projects. Again, we painted on a canvas cloth. Very fun. It's so cool to paint on things that you've never painted on before. And then you have a canvas 5x7 in size, in case you wanted to know, and everybody will have the sailboat already pre-drawn on there. All you have to do is paint it in. I guess really you could even use markers if you don't want to use paint. Take some pictures, let me see how you did, and I guess I'll see you guys next week. Next week we're gonna have more beach things. And actually, I just realized this is gonna be week 3 of virtual camp for August. So I think I said week 2. Okay, I'm sorry. Time flies when you're having fun. I can't even keep track of the days. So happy Friday, happy painting. Hope you have fun. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye.